It's Ryan. I'm just wondering if you could maybe assess the offseason moves that the Oilers made and what impact they might have on this season.
Yeah, I mean, definitely some really good new additions coming in. Obviously, when you add pieces like that, you add some depth. So it's exciting to see what's going to happen throughout camp here, and guys are going to be fighting for spots and throughout the season. Whether we're carrying more guys, it's definitely going to be it's going to go a long way. So excited to see some of these new guys out on the ice and yeah, and get this thing going.
This is going to be a weird season. You got a kind of like a baseball type schedule. You'll be playing, teams 2-3 times in a row and division rivalries and, 9-10 times against each. What's that hockey going to be like when you facing off against Calgary 9 times a year, Vancouver 9 times, Toronto, and that sort of thing?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be high intensity for sure, especially once the season gets going. There's no exhibition games. Guys are just going to be going right into it. There's going to be a lot of energy. Guys will be buzzing around for sure. And then I think the game will start to settle in and we'll find our game a little bit more. But I think to start, it's important to come out with a lot of energy. I think we played Vancouver back to back right away, so it's one of those things you gotta get going. There's no time to waste with the shortened schedule like this.
Next question, Bob Stoffer. Bob, try it again.
Okay, Ryan. It's just a thought on your own.
Sorry, Bob. It's still going on, so we'll try it again. Mark Spector, Sportsnet. Go ahead, Mark.
I like Bob's voice that way. Ryan, is there an area, is there a part of the game, is there something that this team is going to focus on? Is there something you want to improve, I guess, to get to the next level, to take the next steps? What has to change, or do you just do what you're doing and do it better?
Well, I mean, I think we've shown signs of what we can do throughout last season, season before. But I think last season, when we were playing our best, we were a 5-man unit out on the ice. Everybody's working together. The kind of style that we have success with is the skating style. I mean, there's constant pressure, but it's not just one guy pressuring. It's the second forward, the third forward reading off the first guy. It's the D-man being ready to pinch, being up in the play. Once everybody starts working together like that, that's when we've had success, and that's what we got to find consistently more throughout, whether that means the whole 60 minutes or like 5-10 games in a row. No setbacks. So that's something that we're looking for this year, and I think I said before, with some added depth too, that'll go a long way.
So the question always sort of becomes, which line is Nugent-Hopkins going to play on? Which centerman gets them, right? What do you think? How do you split that up? Do you care? Do you have some say? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's whether it's going to be Leon or Connor, they're two different styles of play, but I've gotten enough time to play with both of them, so to me it doesn't really matter. I guess we'll see. I don't really have much say. It's just kind of where they put me, but obviously I like playing with both guys. Played with Leon for about half 30 games last year. Found some success, found some chemistry. Then I played with Connor before. Same thing there. So either guy, like I said, they play a little different style, but it's not too hard to adjust. I mean, both guys find you so well. You really just got to get open and make sure you give them the puck when they're rolling.
Next question, Jack Michaels, 630 Ched. Go ahead, Jack.
Ryan, over the last year and a half, how has your mindset changed going into games as a winger as opposed to a center iceman, especially, this first full camp where you pretty much know you're playing wing and not center? I'm just curious how you might be a different player mentally than you were 18 months ago.
It is a little bit different. I would find there's a little more free reign to kind of be creative offensively. Obviously at center, you're basically playing down low every shift. It doesn't always work out like that, but for the majority you are. So if you're in your own zone, you're battling down low, and then you're kind of joining the rush instead of leading the rush. So that's something that was quite a bit different last year. So I have that in my head a little bit coming into this season. I got to be able to make those plays off the rush, and whether it's Leon or Connor, they both can catch up so easy. So Got to be able to find them, make plays like that. But yeah, it is a little bit different. Obviously, got to be more solid on the walls too. That's something that I know I can improve on. I've been working on is taking rims and making plays, not taking too long to make plays once I get that puck from our D-man. So that's something that I know I can improve on, and I'll be looking to do that this year.
And one of the byproducts of working with Bob so long is I have a pretty good idea of what he's trying to ask you, and that is, this is your 10th camp. Are you as confident as you've ever been that the pieces surrounding you might mean a deeper run?
Yeah, you know what? I think that's the feeling throughout the whole group right now. We've been able to do some 5-on-5 skates, some really good skates together, and the pace has been really high. A lot of plays being made. So just by seeing that, it gives you a lot of confidence. And seeing the guys that we brought in and knowing what they're capable of, it's exciting. I mean, I think you're bang on. It's as deep a group as we've ever had here, and yeah, we're excited to get this thing going.
Last question, Tony Brar, Oilers TV. Go ahead, Tony.
Hey, Ryan, Happy New Year. Obviously, it's been a weird off season, to say the least. Now that it's finally here, you've mentioned that you have to get going right away. The points are valuable right off the top. As a leader on this team, how much responsibility do you take in making sure everything is up to par in terms of welcoming the new guys and making sure that the tempo is right at practice heading into January 13th?
Yeah, I do take a lot of responsibility in that. I know once camp really gets open tomorrow, we need the pace to be high right from the get-go. I know there will be some system stuff, but whether it's little 3-on-3 battles or there's 5-on-5 play, we got to get that pace going right away because there's no exhibitions, there's no time to tiptoe your way into the season this year. It's going to get rolling right away, and so for the leadership group, we got to make sure that we're talking a lot, we're keeping the pace high. We want to be able to be the guys they look to see we're working. We're not diddle-daddling out there. It's going to be intense right off the get-go, and that's the way it's got to be.
Last season, coming into training camp on day one, it was very evident that the goal for this Edmonton Oilers squad was to make the playoffs. Do you guys have a set goal coming into this year, or is it just focusing on camp?
Well, I mean, for now we can focus on camp, but the goal always is to make the playoffs. We know that's the end game right there, and then once you get in, you see what happens. But obviously, that's going to be the goal. It's going to be a different schedule this year. It's going to be playing a lot of teams a lot of times, or a few teams a lot of times. So it's going to be a little bit different, but we got to take pride in our game right from the start, and that's always the end goal. But right now we can just focus on our group and on our camp right now.